What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Bean Big, and we are back at it again with two
Two
boys.
boys
Suck
suck our
Narutoes.
toes. Oh
Whoa!
boy.
Woo! Oh my god, dude.
I'm a big fan of that title.
Ah,
I'm a big
yeah,
fan.
it's the
Big
greatest
fan.
title we've ever come up with.
Oh god.
Oh god, dude.
We'll be stuck with that for the next
Forever?
like,
Forever, dude?
the next like 5 weeks or something like that. That'll be fun.
God.
Okay.
Today we're covering the Chunin exams plus Konoha Crush, but they're one arc in my mind. I don't give a fuck what the wiki says.
They're technically two, but they're like they're pretty they're pretty linked.
Yeah, let's get right into it. What you think? How's Naruto doing better this week?
Doing a lot better this week, honestly. I not that the Zabuza stuff was bad. It's just like this arc is just so good.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just so there's a lot going for this arc, man.
It is kind of popping, bro. I swear.
This pop and it did the same thing for me that like the Soul Society arc did for Bleach.
But was it as good as the Soul Society arc, though?
No, but in some areas, yes.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's just start it off. We left off. They were talking about the Chunin exams, and then the three Sand Shinobi showed up.
Oh yeah.
That's the last thing. Yeah. And then that's basically it. You know, Kakashi recommended all his unit for the exam.
For the exams, you know.
And then there's a filler arc where they all get tested by Iruka Sensei, but we don't.
Nah, what a filler!
What a filler, bro. Yeah, we got a little bit of anime experience because I'm watching the anime and he sometimes joins.
Sometimes joins. Yep.
So I got a little bit of that anime perspective, even though I had it already. Now I get it at the same time as the manga.
I'm glad for the anime. It like supplement. It's there's the Naruto was really good.
Yeah, it's got some boring points. You know, it's not perfect. Sometimes it's a little slow, but it's not horrible.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Where does this start?
Okay, so
where did the exam start? It's
so we gotta
3 days, but
they gotta decide if they want to do it or not. Obviously, all of them say yes. Sakura struggles a bit, but she decides ultimately that she needs to prove herself as a shinobi, because she's lagging behind even Naruto.
Yep.
And they all show up. They run into some proctors that try to stop them with a genjutsu, but that's really like nothing. But this is where Rock Lee makes his appearance. Yeah, dude, and he's just like, Sasuke, I challenge you. And Sasuke's like, do you know who I am, bro?
Like, and then Rock Lee's like, yeah, I know who you are.
Uchiha Sasuke, bro. Come on.
That's what I'm challenging you, bro.
And Sasuke's like, alright, step back. Gets kicked in the face. Not even
gets bodied.
Gets bodied frame one. Lee was gonna use the hidden lotus on this man, or the forward lotus on this man. But then that's when Guy Sensei is like, "Hey, chill, bro. You're not allowed." The forbidden technique.
Yeah, only used when protecting somebody that you love or something like that.
Yeah, precious to you, he said.
Precious to you, yeah.
Yeah. But then Sasuke's like, I really got my ass beat by this clown. Because him and Hot Guy have a whole cry off. Because Guy's like, I forgive you. And Lee's like, I'm sorry. They're great.
I'm sorry, Mister.
I love them so much.
that duo is one of the highlights of this arc.
They're so hilarious, dude.
They're so good.
And then these guys are like, man, this guy is a character. And then he's like, he sneaks up behind them in the blink of an eye, even though Sasuke had his Sharingan activated.
Yeah, no, he still bodies him.
He goes behind them. He's like, how's Kakashi doing? I'm his rival.
Yeah.
The score
Yep,
is 50-49. I'm winning.
just barely.
And they do be rivals, even though Kakashi doesn't really bring it up during this part of the story.
Mm-mm.
In
No,
fact,
they interact a lot, but
they do. You can definitely tell they've known each other for a very long time.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a little bit of filler bit that they get in the anime, which I'll talk about when we get there. Because you haven't seen that yet.
No, I haven't.
But anyway, so then we go into the first phase. At the beginning of the first phase, we meet everybody who's going to be basically important in this arc.
Yeah.
All of the Genin, Rock Lee and them, the new the not the rookie Genin. All the rookies are here, plus Rock Lee's trio.
Yeah.
Plus Kabuto, which is just another ninja. This is his 7th time doing the exam.
Bro, how?
But he's got hella intel. Like, he's got all the intel.
He do. He do
Um,
be pretty smart.
pretty smart. All right, cool. Name off all the rookies.
You've got. Does the main trio count?
No, okay. So you can skip those. So that's 6 that you gotta remember.
Okay. So we got Lee.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Go
No, he's
ahead.
not even part of it, is he?
No, I mean you can go ahead and name those ones. I'm pretty sure you know those 3. That's part of Guy's team. But go ahead.
Why?
Do you?
Lee, Neji. Oh yeah, Lee, Neji, and Hinata.
No. No. What?
No.
Hinata, bro.
Not Hinata.
She gets bodied, bro. Come on, you got this.
Lee,
Lee
I don't
Neji.
remember her name.
10-10, bro. 10-10.
10-10.
10-10.
Okay.
Come on. All right. Then you got Asuma's team.
Shikamaru.
There you go. Yeah, that's Asuma's team. Shikamaru. That's 1.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Come on, bro.
All.
Ino and Choji, man. Come on.
I don't remember Ino. I don't remember Choji.
Come on. Okay. What about Kurenai's team?
Kurenai.
That's the girl. That's the girl, Jonin. You should know one of them. You should know, like, come on. That's the other team. You're missing 3 people now. Dog guy. What's his name?
I know his dog, Akamaru.
bro. Kiba.
Kiba.
That's his name.
Okay, yeah,
Kiba Nakamaru. What's the bug guy's name?
Bro, you can't.
Okay, you have to know the last one. Then you have to know the last one.
Okay, the last one is Hinata, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Shino,
Okay.
first off, is the bug guy. Come on.
Shino, okay. Bro, there's so many names.
There's a lot of names, but you need to come on, bro. I remember all of them, bro. Come on. I even remember the teachers' names. Come on. All right.
Doing too much.
To be fair, I don't remember the sound ninjas. We also get introduced to them here. They body Kabuto. By body, I mean they rupture his left eardrum and make him throw up.
Yep.
And then we meet the proctor, and he's like, "Stop fighting."
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the proctor's name?
Nope.
Ibiki. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I didn't expect you to remember that one anyways. Let's go.
Literally anybody beyond like the main 4
Do you remember all the sand
plus
ninja?
Guy and Lee, and that's about all I know.
Do you remember the sand ninja?
I know Gara.
You don't remember the guy or the girl?
Nope.
Okay. Tamari and Konkuro.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
I didn't know. Yeah. Okay.
Let's just start the first phase. Okay.
Yeah. First phase. It's a written test.
Yeah, you know Naruto's getting folded. Come on, man.
Absolutely folded.
Bodied. Man, this man failed the graduation 3 times. Come
on. There were like what, 2 or 3 rules?
Yes. You cannot. You have 10 points to start with, and every question you get right, you keep a point. For every question you get wrong, you lose a point. And
Mm-hmm.
then the rule was you can every time they catch you cheating, you lose 2 points,
Right.
which is
And
important
mm-hmm.
because that means you can cheat multiple times,
Yeah.
as long as you don't get. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's the whole twist, isn't it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
essentially. Um, we find the exam starts and we find out early on that Sakura is like the only person in the room that can actually solve these questions, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. I bet Shikamaru could too.
Yeah, but he was definitely napping.
Oh yeah. That man wasn't taking the test.
He was sitting there like, I'm gonna wait for to mind transfer me, just so I don't gotta do any work. um, honestly, I was sleeping on the first phase until this reread.
Hmm.
It's pretty simple. There's much exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, but it's pretty hype.
It's pretty fun. We get to watch everybody cheat, and it's like a soft way to introduce everybody's abilities, essentially.
Hmm.
Well, not everybody's, but a lot
No,
of people's
but
abilities.
yeah, you see everybody use their abilities to cheat
Cheat.
a little bit. You know.
Yeah, like 1010 somehow uses mirrors. I don't understand how she pulled that one off. That was like the most obvious one in the room.
The most obvious, but she didn't get called out for it.
um, can mind transfer. Gara uses an sand eye thing. I don't understand how it works, to be honest, but it worked.
I don't know.
Shino uses his
Sasuke used
bugs.
the Sharingan to just copy somebody's movements.
Yeah, we
It's
got
like,
Neji saw through the person in front of
and then
him.
a few other people used like all-seeing eye,
hmm
the Byakugan.
I guess
Uh,
Hinata was doing that too. Now that I think about it, she probably was.
yeah,
We
probably.
didn't get to see her because so Naruto didn't figure out that you had to cheat, so he he answered
No,
zero
his
of the
test was
questions.
blank.
And then so the last question was one of those, when the final 15 minutes, the teacher's gonna say the question, kind of thing. Which have you ever
Uh
had that
huh.
in an actual exam before?
I have not. No.
Oh, I had it in language class.
Hmm.
Whoa, wait, we had the same
Hmm.
language class, so you just don't remember.
I guess I have. Yeah.
Yeah. um,
I don't remember much of it.
yeah, you got bodied. You got bodied in the second year. Come on, man. You got to do
Oh,
better
I
than
got
that.
absolutely bodied in Japanese.
I took
uh.
Japanese 4. Get on my level, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and the last question was, do you want to? Well, before he gave the last question. He said, "Do you want to take the question? Yes or no?"
Yeah. And it's
Yes.
like,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, yes. If you do like wanna take the question, um, you either get it right and pass, or get it wrong and fail.
And
It would fails your entire
it
team,
fails your entire team, and you can never take the exam again if you say
and you can
yes.
never take the exam again. I forgot about that.
Say no, and you fail, but you can just take the exam again next year.
Yeah, you fail instantly,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not taking the question.
Um, and of course, Naruto Uzumaki makes a big, a big statement to the whole. In the first exam, he yells at the class twice. At the beginning of the exam, he goes, "Yeah, my name's Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm beating all of you." And then at the end of the exam, he's like, "I never back down. I'm answering this question." um,
And it turns out
and it
that the
turns out
question was the question.
like the last question, yeah, his pre-question was actually the question, and everybody who said yes passed the exam, regardless of what they scored on the test. Um,
Yep.
because the real test was
Which,
just to analyze spying skills, essentially.
mhm. Yeah, and then analyze your willingness
Yeah, your
to
willingness to take risk, essentially.
Mhm.
Because you can't gain anything by taking risk. You can't gain anything by not taking risk. Um,
Yeah.
which yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good. Honestly, I didn't think
Mhm.
I would like it as much as I did on the second read through, but I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and we find out that the proctor is the sadist they call him because he's a torture ninja.
He is.
And he's
Indeed.
also been tortured himself.
A
Oof,
lot. He takes
oof.
off his hat and it's like just scars.
Scars like nail holes. Like damn.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, but that's basically the
Uh,
first exam.
yep. And then literally the proctor just busts through the window and is like, "All right, we're taking the second one
We're
right now."
taking the second one right now, and he's like, "Ibiki, you're weak. By the time I finish my exam, half the people remaining will be there."
It's like, damn.
And Ibiki's like, "Hey, listen, they're all pretty good this year, bro. Don't sleep on them.
I don't sleep.
Don't sleep." And then so she takes him to the Forest of Death, where they have to sign a waiver because you could actually die, and they will not be held responsible if you die.
Which I feel like is a little fucked up.
And then she picks on Naruto, even though like they say she's a lot like Naruto because she makes she acts big essentially.
Mm-hmm.
She made quite the entrance. She licks Naruto's, and then a ninja sneaks up behind her and picks up her weapon with his tongue. And like we're about to get into it, but like, bro, man, the ballsy for doing that.
The balls on this man. My goddamn.
Also, why didn't her curse mark itch? If he was standing right there, you know what I mean?
Good question.
Plot.
Maybe he was suppressing his power. I don't know.
Probably was, but plot is what I'm.
I learned that Naruto is 12 in this.
Imagine a 12-year-old.
These are 12-year-olds that they're sending into the forest of death.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what? Honestly, the first that's kind of I sleep a little bit. I'm gonna be real. Not on the shit that actually happens. Like most of the shit that happens in the Forest of Death is pretty hype. Just like what I would have expected, what I kind of wanted from the Forest of Death versus what I actually got, and I'll get into that when we finish talking about the Forest of Death.
Okay.
But yeah, the exam is basically the teams. You're in a team setup. You all go into the Forest of Death as one. With your team has a scroll, a heaven or an earth scroll, and you need both scrolls and to make it to the tower at the center of the forest in order to pass the test. In order to do that, you need to body other teams and get scrolls, essentially.
So you have to. Yeah, you have to steal another team's scroll and then make it
to the end,
which
with both
encourages killing people.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. And there's a lot of murderers in it, like just like story, like the Sound Ninja, the fucking the people that Gaara fought. He was ready to kill Gaara. You know, he just got a bad matchup. We'll talk about that, but
Oh, 100%.
but Naruto and them got really fucking unlucky the first 5 minutes in the forest. Man runs in, giant snake.
Yeah.
Eats Naruto. Frame 1. Well, they've come up with a password system. The password system doesn't really matter. Imposter things. Sasuke has a big brain moment. But yeah, we'll skip that part. Naruto gets eaten by a snake, separated from the group for a little bit.
Yep.
He kills that snake in a pretty gory way, honestly. By
he really did.
A vor into expansion.
He just hit him with the shadow. Yep. Double fetish right there.
Double fetish, man.
He hit him with the shadow clone jutsu and just. Bah.
If you're a freak, you might like this argument. Meanwhile, Sasuke.
Oh, you definitely will.
Sasuke fights the Sound Village Ninja, the snake-looking guy, that licked the proctor outside. Turns out this man's Orochimaru. Yeah, one of the great three ninja, as they say. And yeah, it was just a bad matchup, but this fight absolutely pops off in the anime. If you're watching the anime, Sasuke versus Orochimaru.
It really does. like my god, the fight's not bad in the manga.
It's fine,
but it's not nearly as like dynamic as it is in the
Yeah, in my opinion, before the fight starts, in my opinion, the stronger part in the manga is when Naruto stops Orochimaru's snake. It was moving so fast, and then he just straight stop. It's dead in its tracks. It calls Sasuke a big coward. And then Naruto gets his Nine Tails chakra sealed by Orochimaru, double sealed up. Orochimaru was the 5-point seal. And that's when the Sasuke Orochimaru fights happen, and it's a pretty interesting fight. pretty good. I forgot
Yeah.
what I was gonna say about it. Oh well, it starts off with when they first meet him. There's that one scene where Orochimaru just looks at Sasuke and Sakura and they both see their deaths.
Oh
That
yeah.
scene is gruesome, bro.
He just looks at them and then the bloodlust they feel, or it's just they just see themselves dying. Sasuke starts throwing up. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, but the fight pretty even. Then Orochimaru burns
Hmm.
the Heaven Scroll, or he burns one of those scrolls and they keep another one. They would have had both scrolls if Orochimaru hadn't got destroyed one of them. Um,
I thought he swallowed one.
he does swallow one, but then he also burns one. I remember the panel,
He does swallow one.
and then he gives them one.
Yeah, I just don't remember where he gets that other one.
I don't know from them. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Regardless,
I don't remember.
before Orochimaru leaves, he's like, Sasuke, I got a little gift from you," and bites this man on the neck, leaving this like 3-prong mark on him. And then Sasuke
Mm-hmm.
passes out, and Naruto's passed out, and now Sakura's gotta defend both of them while they're both passed out. Time for Sakura to shine, bro. Come
Yeah.
on, it's finally her moment.
Yeah. I mean, she does get a pretty good moment, I will say.
Yeah, well, what happens next, bro? What does Sakura have to go through while protecting them?
The Sound Ninja's attacker, right?
Yeah.
Going after Sasuke.
Uh-huh.
Can't remember if they're gonna kill him, or just kidnap him, or
I
something.
think
I don't
their
remember.
initiative was to kill him.
Mm.
Because Orochimaru hadn't put the curse mark on him at that. Like I don't know. Orochimaru does some weird shit during this part with his like pawns and shit.
Yeah, kind of inconsistent, but it's still big brain.
Yeah, she has a little bit of a rough start, but then Rock Lee jumps in
Mhm.
and is
Mhm.
like, "Oh, in order to protect someone precious to me," and he does the front lotus, but it doesn't work, and then he gets bodied.
He does get bodied, unfortunately.
And then, even though he
Um.
definitely should have won that fight, like he could have bodied all
Oh
three
yeah,
of them.
bro. They even say later that's like, oh yeah, no, he could have taken all three of them, but oh, he was he was holding himself back or something.
Yeah, he was too busy simping for Sakura.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah,
And
basically.
then
And then Sakura gets
yeah.
her moment actually to shine. She cuts her hair off because you know that every time a girl has to go through a change, she has to cut her hair off in anime. That's just how it be. You know.
That's just how it be.
You know.
I mean, to be fair, she was like being grabbed by the hair,
True.
and so she cut herself. She cut her hair to free herself. It's like that. I liked that. I liked that. It wasn't like cutting your hair to show your determination. It was like it was a strategical move.
Yeah, yeah. And then she hits one of the sound ninja with the high-low mix. I don't know if
Hmm.
you remember that.
Mhm. I do remember that.
She used substitution, and then on the third substitution, mix. I didn't use it. This is a real me this time.
Yeah,
And, yeah, the high-low mix, man.
it's like obviously that wouldn't be the real one of you just charging at me head on. So
Yeah,
where's the other one? Nah, it's me.
it's me.
Pop.
And then she starts fighting this
Beats
man,
the shit out of him.
and while she's getting bodied by the sound ninja, because she's still not doing that good against them. Literally, it takes
Mhm.
Ino so long to decide to help. Shikamaru and his gang were watching this entire time.
I think they were trying to catch up to Lee. I think they like just got there.
True. To be fair, in the anime, they spend like half an episode watching her get bodied.
Oh, yeah, no, in the manga it's like that's pretty instant. I'm pretty sure.
And
It's
then
like they get there and they start helping them.
yeah, well, Shikamaru's like, "Ain't that your girl? Like, shouldn't we be helping?" And then Ino's like, what do you mean?" She's like, we're you two friends or something?" But they do jump in. You get to see Shikamaru's sick shadow possession jutsu, where he just stops people in their tracks by grasping onto their shadows.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sick.
Pretty sick. Choji uses his cannonball jutsu, his expansion jutsu. And then Ino uses her mind transfer jutsu, which is a kind of weak jutsu on it, in all things considered, bro. Because it hurts the user when they're
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. It's like you can't just possess somebody and then stab yourself, because then you're stabbing yourself, you're stabbing your own self
Yeah,
instead of just their body. Um, which I don't know.
yeah,
They have pretty similar jutsus.
yeah. Shikamaru's is definitely way stronger
Although,
though.
yeah, Shikamaru is definitely way better.
Like he can
But
definitely like he doesn't get hurt when they get hurt, you know.
hmm
Sure, they mirror him, so it's like, oh, if he throws something, then they'll throw it at him. But I mean, we see later that he throws shuriken at a group of people, with that fear that they'll throw them back at him because he had them in a different spot than they did.
hmm
Right.
yeah, big brain.
Big brain. He's big brain. We'll get to that. Anyway,
Yeah,
Sasuke wakes
Sasuke
up.
wakes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does Sasuke do to this man, bro?
Oh my god, he like breaks both of his arms, doesn't he? Like he
Yeah.
attacks one of the ninjas and just absolutely goes off on him.
Snap. Just the panel where it's just snap.
Like, man.
And then Sakura hugs him and it's like, they say, you, Sasuke, you gotta stop. Because he's having nightmares about his older brother and being weak. Gotta get revenge.
hmm
Shit like that.
Yeah.
He's fallen to the dark side, man. And this
He
curse mark is
he
not helping him.
No, no. I mean, because this man's life is about revenge in the
Mhm.
first place. He's trying to kill his brother. But
But yeah,
and then the curse mark just makes it worse.
amplifying you. Yeah.
hmm
Um, and then that's that. And then we time skip like 4 days. They lost like 4 days because of this, because they were out for so
hmm
long. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they run into Kabuto, who's like, I already got both my scrolls, dog. Let's move on.
Let's go.
And then they get jumped by another, I want to say grass ninja or some shit. He's another ninja. I don't fucking.
I don't know.
I don't know what
They get
village.
jumped. They get jumped by some ads, bro.
And we get to see how built Naruto really is, because this man uses shadow clones, exhausts all his chakra, and then still has enough to kick this man's ass afterwards. He uses shadow clones into transformation jutsu to trick him,
mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy.
and then still jump. I know, finally Naruto big brained out here, bro. Come on.
I know.
And we get to see a little bit of Kabuto. Kabuto got a little angry at this man, shook them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kabuto,
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
pretty good fight, honestly. A lot of clonage.
Yeah,
Pretty much it.
the other team used shadow clones too. It was like,
They were like mud clones or something.
yeah, I don't know.
Because they were coming out of the ground. I think they were using Earth style.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how they passed the exam. They beat those guys and they had the right score for them. So, Kabuto pass and the main tree pass. And they meet up
Yep.
with Iruka Sensei. Which he says it's a coincidence, but then we see that he actually chose to meet with them.
Yeah, of course.
And this had me a little bit in my feels because Naruto hugged him when he saw him, and I was like, "Oh, that's hype. That's hype. That's his dad. That's his real dad. Come on,
Let's go.
let's go." And then Iruka's like, "Man, you guys really have grown." And he's like,
Oh.
"Naruto, you gotta train your mind. Sakura, you gotta train your body." And then he doesn't say anything to Sasuke, which was kind of fucked up. Preferential treatment. Come on.
Well, I mean, he's like, Sasuke, you're good as you are. I'm pretty sure that's what that was about.
And that's the second exam. But we still got to. I wanted to do all the Naruto stuff in one go before we cut to other teammates. Other teams being Shino, Hinata, and what Kiba, Hinata, and Shino witnessed on the first day of the exam.
I don't remember.
The Gaara shit.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how we saw it. Because Hinata's team saw that go down.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaara. It took him like all like 4.5 days. Our main
Yeah,
team
the main
to
team. It took them like most. They lost most of the days because they were asleep for most of them.
yeah.
After the Orochimaru fight, which was unfortunate for them. Um,
Hmm. But Gara's team
any percent, bro.
like 90 minutes. They beat the whole like forest in 90
And
minutes.
Gar didn't get a scratch on him.
Not a single scratch. Like, okay. Like, goddamn, how broken is this man?
Absolutely
I mean,
busted.
he. Yeah,
Absolutely
we flash
busted.
back to killing a few people,
Right.
taking their scroll, and then just walking away.
Yeah, this guy had like this guy would have been a threat to any other character, like the guy Gara fought,
Hmm.
because he had this needle attack that attacks from all sides, completely covers all directions. Gara, oh yeah, just
Yeah.
sand shield that didn't touch me a single one. Oh, I'm itching
Hmm.
to kill. Sand coffin, raining blood, and he
Just
didn't even get dropped in blood.
like, ugh, man.
Absolutely insane. Um,
Yeah. So that's he's a threat,
he's a threat.
as well as established.
He's a threat, bro. He's a real threat. And Anko meets up with Orochimaru, but she doesn't do shit against him, bro.
Nah, nah. She gets bodied pretty quick,
And Curse
and
Mark
then runs
starts
away.
hurting, and then she's like, "Man, Sasuke's gonna die," and then Sasuke doesn't die. I like her
Yeah.
character. I like her. I just kind of weak though. What happens to her in this arc? Like
Yeah.
for someone who's like
Yeah.
kind
She
of
doesn't really
cool,
do anything.
who got like a cool introduction, and then she's like, "I'm gonna whittle your numbers down by half,"
Hmm.
and then she licked Naruto's fucking cut for no reason.
Does she? Yep. That was a weird one.
Yeah, she's a weird one, but then she doesn't do much. She
She
just sort of yeah, and then tells the third
she just sort of
Hokage.
gets bodied by Orochimaru, and
Yeah,
then yeah.
and then right after, literally they foreshadowed Kabuto being a villain. Literally 5 minutes after that, we see him talk to Orochimaru.
Yeah.
like it wasn't much of a
Yeah. That's
foreshadowing if you
unfortunate.
reveal it the next chapter, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's like you're not gonna reveal it like midway through the prelims or anything like that. Nah, nah.
Nah. Well, you said that we are moving on
Uh,
to the prelims.
we are moving on to the prelims, which are not technically part of the exam, but they're like, all right, there's too many teams that passed. We gotta cut them down a little bit.
Yeah,
So let's just have you fight each other.
yeah, just a one v
Let's just
one
have it.
tournament,
Yeah, just a
tournament
1v1, and
style.
then the people who win get to go to the yeah,
Yeah, and
they get to go to
Kabuto
the
drops
third
out
third
here.
stage.
Kabuto's like,
Hmm.
you know what? I think I'm good. And they're like, this is your seventh time taking the exam, and you drop out at this point.
You're just gonna drop right now, bro? And he's like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm about to die anyway, so it's all good. But really, he's got other plans with Orochimaru. Um, do you like
Uh,
Kabuto, by the way?
eh, he's a little confusing. I don't get what he's doing.
All
I don't get
right,
what he's about.
all right, fair enough. I'm just saying because we're gonna see him for a lot longer. Like he's gonna stay in the story for a long ass time.
Fair. I mean, I don't know. His personality's fun, I guess.
I kind of liked him. I kind of like him better as a good guy. But he's so weird.
Yeah, I like him as a good guy.
He's so weird. He's so weird, as well. Even when he's a bad guy, like
Yeah, like he doesn't. I don't get what
he's
he's
like,
up to.
I'm loyal to Orochimaru, but Orochimaru's like, this is your best chance to betray me, and he's like, oh, I would never, and I'm like, he
I
definitely
wouldn't
would, but like,
have. Is he waiting for like the perfect opportunity or something like that? I don't know.
I don't know what's up with Kabuto, but this is basically the last thing we're gonna mention about him. Later on, he actually heals, like, he actually heals somebody on the good guy team too, for no
Yeah.
reason, and he's like, I'm not your enemy.
Well, yeah, he walks up to him. It's like, who are you? And it's like, let's just say I'm not your enemy. And I'm like, you're definitely my enemy, bro.
And then he fixes them because he knows doctor shit.
Yeah, Kabuto's like a Yeah, I don't know.
His dad's a
He's a
doctor.
smart cookie.
Yeah, his dad was a doctor. Anyways,
Right.
alright, let's just jump right into the prelims, bro. The 1v1s.
Yeah.
This is pretty easy to get through, considering it's just people versus people.
Yep.
First
Yep.
fight is Sasuke versus another.
First fight is Sasuke.
This is Kabuto's teammate. I definitely didn't remember his name, by the way. It's a fodder character. Yoroi gets bodied by a weakened Sasuke who can't even use Sharingan.
Like, come on.
Like
man.
how damn bad you gotta be to be beat by this Sasuke right here.
I know, man is like weakened by the curse mark. Although no, Kakashi hadn't.
No, Kakashi told him he's not allowed to. If the curse mark activates, then that he's stopping the fight.
Yeah, and this man's ability is to absorb chakra.
Right, exactly, dude. That's such a busted ability. That is such a busted ability.
Like,
if one of the main characters had that, they'd be broken.
Absolutely broken. But no, this man gets bodied by a weakened Sasuke.
Sasuke hits him with a Titan.
Yeah, he pulls out Lee's attack.
Yeah.
Just bodies. Ow.
Yeah, you good?
Yep, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, he pulls out Lee's attack on him and just absolutely bodies this man. It's not even close.
Yeah. Just fair.
Yeah, come on. Next is Shino versus the Sound Ninja that got his arms broken. Man should have withdrawn. Shino was not the matchup for him.
No, definitely not.
Shino's Naruto. When Naruto introduces him, he's like, "Yeah, I don't know this guy from Adam. No read at all." Is what the quote is, which is a really weird quote in consideration. Like, does he mean Adam and Eve? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
But Shino, we find out Shino has bugs infested in his body. Like, that's his clan. Like, how his clan works. They just live with bugs inside of them.
He looks like a total villain, dude.
Bro, like, he looks like a villain, right? He looks like a villain.
I thought he was a villain at some point. I didn't realize he was a classmate of Naruto's because I kind of skimmed by it.
No, he never does anything villainous in the entire story of Naruto, bro.
except for this next fight, bro. He blows this man's arm off.
So he fights the guy who has the pipes in his that got his arm broken by Sasuke, but his arms are like okay in this fight because I guess I don't know what he probably infused chakra with them a little bit to enable to do it.
Yeah, I think he was still pretty injured from what I remember. He was like
but he's like
he was using he was using one arm, feigning that the other arm was just as bad, or like broken. I remember that.
But I guess it doesn't matter because he's still got the windpipes.
Yeah, he's got the sound
pipes, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shino fakes him out like 3 times, puts bugs in the pipes, and then when he tries to go and use the sound jutsu, his arm blows off. Like, bro, you were down bad. Like, spoiler alert: this man never comes back into the story. By the way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man lost his whole arm, bro. For what? for what, dude?
To become a Chunin.
Absolutely brutal. His arm doesn't fall off in the anime, by the way.
No.
It just he just has a bunch of holes in it from like where the pressure shoots out. But oh my god, dude! Like weak. I know, dude. But Shino is not to be messed with, bro. Do not touch this man. He's built like a school shooter. Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. I have no clue.
All right, gonna get canceled on Twitter for that one. Let's go.
Yep. No.
The next fight is Kankuro versus the other of Kabuto's team. Kankuro being a puppet user. Remember this one?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah,
barely. I remember.
It's pretty quick, to be fair.
Yeah, it is pretty quick. I remember that Kankuro just, like, Kankuro was the the person that we were seeing, and then he pops out of the cloth that he was carrying, which was
Yeah,
actually his doll, and then just breaks this man's neck or something like
yeah.
that.
Okay, so yeah. So Kankuro is actually in the class, and his puppet is him. um, and he's
Yeah.
controlling what's in the class, and then my boy breaks Kankuro's neck. But then Kankuro is like, "Oh, it's my turn now," and he Uno reverse cards this man and squeezes him with his puppet, and he crushes his bones. And that's how he wins the fight.
Damn. Mm.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
pretty good. So
Yeah, it's a
Kankuro
pretty
takes
cool
the dub.
fight. I mean, he's got a pretty cool
I
ability.
think I like the way his puppet looks
Yeah,
creepy as fuck. I like the design. The way like it has multiple arms
it
and it's like
does. It does.
disheveled and stuff. I think it looks pretty cool.
Mm. Yeah, I like his design too.
It
He's
looks
got a
cool.
fun design.
Yeah, you got the face makeup, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
Next is the best fight in the whole thing. Sakura Ina, come on. Don't sleep on this fight.
Actually, it was pretty good.
Anime watchers, be warned.
Oh
This
wait,
fight's
no, no,
not
no,
that
no, no.
good in the
Okay,
anime.
it's not. I think I came in like midway through the fight,
Yeah, you
so I
did. So
didn't
you
see
got
too
you
much
watched
of it.
pretty much the okay parts of it, because we get to see all of Sakura Ina's full backstory during this, which, I could
Oh
go into the
yeah, I forgot
details,
there's like a full episode.
but I could go into the details of the backstory, but I can literally sum it up in like a sentence. It's a pretty good
Mm-hmm.
backstory. Don't get me wrong, but it's essentially they were friends until Sakura found out that Ino likes Sasuke, and then she's like, "Now we're rivals," and that's literally the whole backstory.
Pretty much.
Yeah, give Sakura confidence. Sakura, good, confident now. Finds out Sasuke that they both like Sasuke. Now rivals.
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
but
Pretty much.
I do enjoy this fight actually. I think this fight's pretty fun. I like
It is a
even
pretty fun
matches.
fight.
Um, I like even matches, and then Ino gets a mind transfer on Sakura. How does Sakura
Mm-hmm.
defeat her mind transfer goal?
Bro, Inner Sakura.
Either Sakura coming in
Inner
clutch, bro.
Sakura just kicks the shit out of Ino mentally. I, like that was a shock to me, bro. I had
It's so
no
funny.
idea.
It's so funny, dude.
I had
Inner
no
Sakura.
idea that Inner Sakura actually plot relevant. Although I feel like this is the last we see of her in of Inner Sakura in for the rest of this arc,
Honestly, in Naruto.
which kind of hurts. That's, I mean, uh,
She's
I'm conflicted about it because I didn't think it was that funny in the first place. But it's like one thing that Sakura is going
she.
for
I mean,
her.
she just starts sort of just being that way outwardly, essentially.
Okay.
Which is what happens. So there's no need for Inner Sakura anymore. Hey, do you wanna? Hey, what was the fifth match, man? Can you even remember what happened in the fifth match?
The fifth match was that Tamari versus Tenten?
Yes. How long is this fight go?
2 panels.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Sakura and Ino were talking while the fight was
yeah.
going
It's
on.
the round
Cuts away.
start, cut away. Sakura, being like, "Oh, we are still friends, but we're also rivals." Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then cut back to the fight. Oh man, Tenten. Rip.
It's yep. The fight's over. Cool.
Now, if you're an anime watcher, they did actually give you a fight to watch. It
Yeah, there was an actual fight there, and it was,
was
you know,
okay.
it
It wasn't that
wasn't
bad.
bad.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't
that
bad.
bad. We got to see a little foreshadowing of Temari's because we didn't really get to see what she actually did.
No,
And we don't really
no,
get
we
to see
just
her
saw
ability
her
till the
her
later
we
part.
just saw Tenten's back broken over her fan, bro.
So the anime watcher got a little sneak peek to what Tamari's gonna do later on.
Yep.
In
Cool, pretty cool.
the win release. All right, sixth match. Also, a pretty. These early matches are kind of fast. Lucky the Sakura one is the longest one.
Yeah, because it's the main character, bro.
Yeah, of course. Come on, the show is called Sakura, bro. Didn't you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shikamaru though.
Chikamaru, bro. Big brain.
This big brain fight. This fight's so fast.
This fight was really fast, but really funny.
He's like,
I
bro.
forget who it
He's
was.
actually big. It's the other sound ninja, the girl sound ninja.
Yeah.
She throws some bells with some senbone, with bells on them, which are just needles essentially, with bells on them.
Hmm.
She tricks him by pulling on string, and then he's like, "Oh, big brain, I got you with my shadow. You think strings can cast shadow, dumbass?"
Shimano's like, yeah. The strings, in fact, do cast shadows.
And he's like, "Nah, bro." And then he's like, "All right, let's play a game of chicken." And she's like, "You dimmy dumbass, you're gonna get hit by the same kunai if you throw it at me." And he's like, "I bet." And then he throws it, and then last minute he does a little, what are those called? A bridge,
Yeah, a little back bridge,
a little back bridge to
kind of,
dodge the
kind
kunai at full speed.
of
And then bonk,
full speed, and
baba booey, brain damage.
smashes her head. She smashes her head into the back wall, knocking her out. Like, damn. In the anime, that it was really funny.
In the
It was just like the weakest little bonk.
it's so slow, dude. That would not have knocked her out in the anime, bro.
No, no.
But we
That
get
was
to
a good fight. It's a good
yeah,
fight.
we get to see a
So
little bit of
Shikamaru's
his
big
big
brain.
brainness. But we'll get to see a little
Mm-hmm.
more big brain later. More representation of the big brain. Um, and then next is the Kiba Naruto fight, which I used to really like as a kid, but now it's kind of weak for a Naruto fight, bro.
For a Naruto fight, like main character fight, bro, it was kind of. I mean, it was pretty cool. There were some big brain moments. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, we got I mean, the whole dog, like, human clone thing, that was cool.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, I do like Kiba as a character.
yeah,
Kiba
yeah,
Nakamura.
keep it up. Pretty fun characters. They go after Naruto. Naruto's like, what if I just turn myself into you?
Yeah,
You know, you'll never guess who it is. And he's like, you dumbass, I can smell you, and then punches him. But no, he punched his dog accidentally. And
yeah,
he's like, and then he turns around and just smacks the shit out of the other him.
yeah.
And then no, that's actually the dog.
And then
And
Naruto
then the
gets up and smacks this man.
is like, ooh,
Ooh, big brain, and then he farts on him. Big brain, big brain.
yep, because he's got super smell right now because
Yeah.
he's a beast master,
To,
whatever.
to be fair, the I guess the point of the fight wasn't to really be like super high intense, like
Nah.
Naruto. This whole arc, this has really been the Naruto proving himself arc,
Hmm.
because we had the whole snake incident and the thing where he stops the snake and calls Sasuke a big chicken. We have this where everybody's watching Naruto and literally everybody in the room is like, Naruto loses this.
Yeah, because nobody's seen Naruto since he
School
got good.
essentially, yeah. Um, and then Naruto ends the fight by hitting Kiba with the Naruto Uzumaki Barrage, which is just what Sasuke did, except he does clones, except he uses clones.
Yeah, it was inspired by Sasuke's attack, which was inspired by Lee's attack.
Yeah, originality is the name of the game here.
Yeah. Yes, it was a pretty good fight.
Pretty alright fight, yeah. Next fight though, can we even call this a fight?
It was a beatdown.
It was a murder, dude. But I liked it.
Yeah, it was a near murder.
It was a near murder. But I enjoyed it. The emotions were high, bro.
Yeah, this fight was pretty good.
He knocked out
Probably
the best
second-
female
second
character in
best.
Naruto, bro. I swear to God.
Second best at this. Yeah. No, I'll like automatically. She's like way more emotion and like likableness than
Yeah.
Sakura, bro.
She,
This is like the first time we really get to see her personality.
I mean, she's had a crush on Naruto this whole time ever since we meet her. And Naruto did me dumbass because she's like, yeah, she's a weirdo who doesn't look me in the eye. I don't get her.
I don't understand it.
But she's like but I mean, her crush isn't really so much a crush right now as much as she just notices Naruto and the fact that he works so hard at everything. It
Mm-hmm.
inspires her to push harder to change herself. Um,
Yeah,
because she witnessed
she
Naruto go from the
admires him.
bottom to where she's at now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Neji first off starts to fight by absolutely going in on her, like psychologically wise.
Yeah,
Makes her
yeah.
almost cry to the point of almost tears, bro. Luckily, Naruto's
Nah,
there
that's
to
a
be
little
like, Hinata, you got this, and kick his ass.
kick his ass.
And they have a pretty dope ass taijutsu battle, like a pretty close, I say, to start the
Yeah,
match.
we learned the Hyuga um, family style, which is like the highest. It's like the most prolific clan, like
Yeah,
shinobi clan.
in the Hidden Leaf at least.
In the yeah,
And they use a
um,
taijutsu style called the Gentle Fist.
the gentle fist, which is like kind of honestly sick as hell.
Oh, it really is. I think it
Um,
honestly, I think it is inspired by the Ryugoken from Fist of the North Star.
Street Fighter.
No,
If it's the sure.
you know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah,
uses
yeah,
pressure
I
points.
remember now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it is. I
I
can see
get it.
it. I can see it.
Mm.
But even though they seemed even, this whole fight Neji's actually been hitting her nodes, her
Just
chakra nodes, to
yeah, just stealth, like blocking her.
and like cutting off
Because
the chakra.
yeah, because we thought Hinata was doing
Pretty good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she kept hitting this man, and it's like, oh yeah, it's she barely has to touch this man for him to, be disabled. For his chakra to be disabled. But little Lucino, her chakra was already disabled, therefore her blows were doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And then he also
Which
went for
was
the heart. Like
unfortunate.
went for the heart, man. Like
Like,
he needs to chill the fuck out,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, I mean, like, I get, like, he's got a grudge
He's
on the main clan or
right.
whatever,
But again,
but,
Hinata
like,
has nothing to
bro,
do with it, bro. She's just as much of a victim as you. She suffered as much from the main branch as you have. Maybe not as much,
yeah,
but she's considered a failure within the main branch. You know, like
yeah,
her sister, who's like
but,
4 at this point, is a stronger fighter than she is.
yeah, and they're like, she's a failure, bro,
Yeah, but
just fuck her. But this man just goes after her full force, full
yeah,
force, as if he's, like, doing something,
as if it's her fault that everything that happened to his clan, bro. Like, chill out, bro. Go for the heart. The
Jesus.
4 Jonin had to stop this man from killing her.
Yeah. Yeah, this man was about to just, like, like, actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but all the proctors were like, yeah, we sensed that bloodlust.
Yeah, you need to chill.
we're stop.
Calm down.
Yeah, we're stopping here.
Calm down. You already won, bro. Chill. And then Naruto gets upset and he picks up all the blood that he not to spit out from getting attacked, and he holds it up and he goes, "I vow to beat you." And let's go, Naruto. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And now the fight probably everybody in this video has been waiting for. It's kind of mid, honestly. I don't know what y'all like this fight for.
Bro, I don't know. This fight fucking sucks.
Fight's ass.
No, best fight in the maybe best fight in the arc. It's pretty close between a few.
It is pretty close. It's pretty close. It's really up there.
It's so good.
I mean, do we have anything to do? If you know Naruto, you know this fight probably.
Mm-hmm.
Garo versus
Even if
Rock
you don't,
Lee.
you may have seen this clip in your recommended before.
Oh, what? I see it on Twitter even now, every now and then.
Huh.
Like just somebody posted again.
Somebody just posted him. But not Gara versus Rock Lee. Ooh, this fight goes off.
Choreography, everything is crazy. Manga and anime, this fight pops off.
God, man, I know.
And we get the emotions. We get to see Rock Lee's full backstory about how he was a fucking loser.
Yep.
but he worked
Nah,
hard
he was
every day.
ass. He's got no talent.
But he worked hard every day. Every day. 1,000 push-ups,
Yep.
1,000 sit-ups. Saitama's workout, but like times 100.
Yep. Scale it up to Naruto.
Scale it up to Naruto. You think Saitama can beat them, bro? But can he beat Goku though? But can Rock Lee beat Goku though?
Can Rock Lee beat Goku? For sure. For sure. All this man would have to do is he wouldn't even need all 8 gates, bro. He'd just open one.
Yeah.
He beats Goku.
Yeah, can we even give this fight justice, bro? Go watch the fight, bro. Rock Lee takes off his weights.
Yeah,
And he goes absolutely off on this man. And then Gaara uses hacks and has a fucking second layer of shield, sand armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow he survives the reverse hidden lotus.
Yep.
And then Rock Lee's like, you know what? It's gate time.
Yep. I'm opening gate 5.
This is a bit excessive.
Yeah.
For our first introduction to the gates, he should have just opened up 3 of the gates, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because we go all the way up to 5. There's only 8 gates. There's only 3 more gates to go after this.
Yeah, I know. There's like no build up anymore. It's like,
no,
all right, well, we've seen most of it.
To be fair, gates are exponential. Each increase.
Yeah, I've heard about a few things about the higher gates.
If you're a Dragon Ball fan, it's essentially Kaioken. But imagine if Kaioken was on the steroids, essentially. Like if the Kaioken times 2, if the Kaioken worked like the gates, Vegeta wouldn't have survived the fight. Is all I'm saying.
He'd be dead.
He'd be absolutely dead. But he opens up the gates, and then they do say that he actually does have talent here, because he had to work hard as a taijutsu, but he like naturally learned how to open up the gates, pretty fast.
Yeah, is
what Guy Sensei said.
I think so.
And he hits Gaara with the reverse lotus, which Gaara was able to somehow survive. Again, I don't. Oh well, he turned the gourd into a cushion essentially, which is the only thing that saved him, and he was still almost knocked out from it.
Right.
And then he used the sand coffin on Rock Lee's arm and leg, and then you know they call off the fight. My guy jumps in to save Lee, but then Lee stands back up, passed out.
He's already passed out. His instincts just stand him up. It's like, god damn.
Damn, bro, and it's just like, damn, bro, this might be the best fight in the entire arc, bro. I'm no cap.
It really might. It's really good.
But the next, no, I'm joking. The next fight, that's the best fight. Choji versus the last Sound Ninja. Come on.
Yep.
What happens?
Choji reveals his jutsu where he just turns into a big boy because he's fat. That's his ability.
And then he gets
his
one
expansion. Yeah, he gets one shot by the
last
Sound
Ninja. The last remaining Sound Ninja.
Yeah, he just blasts him in the face.
R.I.P. Choji, but do not sleep on this man. He will get his moment to shine later on. I promise you. You're gonna like Choji by the end of part 1.
Alrighty.
And before the finals start, we need to get a little training arc in. The Turtle Kage also goes into a bunch of stuff about how the Chunin exams are really like just the villages trying to flex on each other without actually killing each other. Even though people die still, so I don't.
Yeah, they're going to war with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like it feels a little
going out
morally
war,
wrong.
Let's just have children kill each other for fun, to pop off.
Yeah, that's the plot of the Hunger Games, bro. This is the plot of the Hunger Games.
That is the plot of the Hunger. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah. It's literally, instead of going to war, let's just have a bunch of children kill each other in a forest. It's like, bro.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of small stuff that happens before the finals actually start. Kakashi seals Sasuke's.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we'll have the finals in a month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's a bunch of stuff. We get to see Hayate dies. Rip the Home. I'm sorry, Hayate. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
I really don't.
The proctor of the prelims, the guy who the sick, the guy who had a cough or whatever. He was just
Oh yeah, no, he does. I like that
he
guy.
died to Kabuto killed him. Or was it the Sound Ninja?
Yeah,
It
he
was one
did.
of the.
Or it was the silent dude.
I
He
was
was
so sad.
talking
Also,
to
like,
Kabuto was talking to him, and then
can we just say first off he died and I did like him, and then they gave him he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend visits his grave at the end of this arc.
uh,
Do you remember that
man, I don't remember
because
that.
Kakashi and a girl show up at the gravestone where people who die in action get their name placed on there.
Right.
Yeah, that's Hayate's girlfriend, dude.
Oh damn, that's fucked up.
And she said, "Yeah, I promised to avenge you." Essentially, all right. She did say that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, man. We don't get a
Huh.
lot. We didn't get him for a long time, a lot, but like, I feel bad, bro.
I know. I know. He died. Dude, he died quick, man.
He died quick, trying to
Um.
save the village.
Yep.
Rip,
He was gonna report that Kabuto was a traitor, and they were planning something, but no, he got caught.
yeah, rip the homie. Kakashi has an encounter with both Kabuto and Orochimaru during this point too. Um,
Yep. Yep.
Kabuto's is more interesting in my opinion. Kabuto like uses a dead body as the disguise.
Yeah.
he
Kabuto was gonna go kill Sasuke, and then
Kakashi stops him. Says, "Hey, chill,
yeah,
chill,
Kakashi
bro."
pops in.
And he's like, "Ah, you're right. I should chill." And then he leaves.
So,
And that's it. And then Orochimaru sees
yeah, with the big
Kakashi.
main corpses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's not much of an encounter. They just kind of talk for a little bit, and then Orochimaru's like, "I want the Sharingan," and then Kakashi's like, "You're not getting a Sharingan."
Yeah.
And then Orochimaru's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I still beat your ass though." And Kakashi was like, "Oh, did I underestimate him?" That was the whole encounter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then we meet the legendary,
Um.
the absolute Chad of a man, the
Jiraiya.
pervy sage. Let's
The
go.
pervy sage, baby.
Another
The
of the
one,
legendary three
the
ninja.
author. Yeah, another the legendary three, and his most crowning achievement, the author of Makeup
Makeup Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah, I want to read those books, bro. I swear to God. He uses real life
Good
experience,
old
bro.
books.
He peeps on girls to write his books. Like, come on, man.
He does do that. He's got good references.
we also got to shout out
Jiraiya.
Ibisu, who shows back up during this part. Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Yep.
All
I
right.
mean, Kakashi's like I'm gonna ask this man to teach Naruto, and then it's like, wait, it's you.
The guy who got folded by the harem jutsu. And then he teaches Naruto how to walk on water. Which, shout out, shout out, shout out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then
Cool.
Jiraiya steps in and is like, "Let me remove the 5 seals that Orochimaru put on this man, and now he can perfectly walk on water."
Yeah. Because Orochimaru put an odd numbered seal, an odd pronged seal or whatever
On top of
over
an even
over
number one.
Naruto's. Yeah, Naruto had like 2 or 3 even number seals,
Yeah.
channeling the fox chakra out into him, and then just
Yeah.
Orochimaru just fucked with that.
It's like that. That's why he wasn't able to use it for the entire year of the prelims.
Yeah.
But Jiraiya was like, let me take that off, and let me teach you how to use your inner chakra. And Naruto was like, I do got like a red chakra. That's crazy.
Yeah, whoa.
How'd you know? And he's just like, I'm just a sage, bro. That's crazy. Something interesting that they changed in the anime here. You know how Jiraiya makes him exhaust all his chakra before he tries to do his summoning jutsu. And he makes him just stand on the water in order for him to exhaust his chakra.
Yeah.
In the anime, Jiraiya's like, okay, we need to find a way to exhaust your chakra, and then Naruto comes up with the bright idea of activating all of his clones at once, as many clones as he can, and then having a Naruto
Mhm.
battle royale to
It's
see
sick.
which clone survives, and then the last person remaining is just Naruto, and he's just out of chakra because all his clones just beat each other up.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's hype. That's
and then
hype.
and then Jiraiya pushes him off cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, because Jiraiya is like, yeah, life and death situations, huh? That's
Yeah.
because Naruto's like, yeah, this chocolate that comes out in like life and death situations, and then Jiraiya's like,
Not crazy.
I see, and then
Push.
just push him off.
And then we get to kind of see the Nine Tails during this part. He's behind a locked cage. We only really see him silhouetted a bit. And Naruto's like, hey, you're. I like the line in the dub here because Naruto goes, "Hey, if you're gonna live inside me, you gotta pay some rent, bro."
That is what he said.
Is that
In the
also what he
manga.
says in the manga? I love that line, bro.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you're if you're living here, bro, pay some rent.
And the Nine Tails is like, I'm gonna beat your ass the soonest chance I get. But if you die, I die. So I might as well give you some. I might as well give you
Yeah.
a little something. And he summons the Chief Toad, Gamabunta, the absolute vibe.
Gamabunta. God, he's so big.
he's a big boy, and Naruto's like, "Yeah, I'm your master," and Gamabunta's like, "What'd you say? I'm sorry."
Yeah, it's like, excuse me. Ah. Ah,
Actually,
fuck you.
I'm your student, Gamabunta. Don't beat me up, please. And Gamabunta's like, "You're not even old enough to fucking do the sake master student drink," which I
Yep.
realize I only know now because of One Piece. Because they do it in One
That's funny.
Piece.
They do that in One Piece. That's funny.
But it's just like a traditional Japanese thing, I guess. Makes
I
sense.
guess so. Mhm. But then Naruto passes out.
Naruto passes out, and Gamabunta takes him to the hospital. And the
Yep.
hospital, pretty all right. Lee gets down bad because they say he might never become a ninja ever again. But he's still trying to train.
Mhm.
Gaara almost kills Lee in his sleep. That almost happened.
That did almost happen.
Luckily, Shikamaru was there to shadow possess him. And even in the shadow possession, Gaara was just like, "All right, what's up? You want to die?"
Yeah, go. Just powered through that shit.
And Shikamaru's like, "Do you have any morals?" And he's like, "No, I have a literal monster inside me. You don't know what it feels like." And then Naruto's like, "Wait, what does that mean?" Like, wait, that sounds like kind of like similar to me. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. But then Naruto and Shikamaru,
Yeah, that's pretty much all that happens.
yeah, that's it. No, they back off because Guy shows up, and then he's like,
Mhm.
"You know what? Fuck it. I'll just kill you guys later."
Yeah. I do remember that the sound ninja, the remaining sound ninja, tried to attack Gaara. Tried to attack Gaara.
And
And
then
then got absolutely butt.
yeah, and then he dies.
Yeah.
And Choji got indigestion during this part. He did not get that hurt from the
Oh
sound
yeah.
ninja. He overate at the barbecue place that their teacher took him to afterwards. Got indigestion. That's how he ends up at the hospital.
Yep.
what a
That's funny.
what a character! What a character! All right, now we start the finals
That's
proper.
Choji.
Uh,
Yep.
what is the first fight is pretty baller, pretty good.
Yeah. No, the first fight is like the title match, bro. It's Naruto
v
versus
Neji.
Neji.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A double win. Let's go.
And this fight's really good. We get to see a lot more. Neji learned rotation in his months that he had to train. Which rotation is like busted. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, it's like you you put a chakra through your hands and then you spin around and then it just
Yeah,
blocks everything.
it's also it's not just your hands; it's your whole body.
Mm,
Like and
mm.
then you spin around and it just makes a chakra circle. And not it's impenetrable. Um, you
Yep.
you have to
Because
overpower it. I guess I think is
I don't remember.
not sure. I'm sure it has some weakness we learn later on, but um,
Yeah.
I mean the
Um,
Byakugan itself
it's also
is like
really
broken.
effective with the Bakugan.
Yeah, because
Yeah, the Bakugan's really good.
yeah, I mean like because Kakashi says like yeah the Sharingan's pretty good, but in terms of just like pure analysis like visual jutsu, the Byakugan is unmatched. Like it has complete 360 view. Like you have okay, spoilers. There is a blind spot, but it's a small ass blind spot.
Huh.
Then at this point we don't know that. Like
They're
it's
like
just
right
perfect.
behind him.
It's yes, it's like a cone shape
Mm-hmm.
right at the where his collarbone and where his spine is essentially. Um, it's the tiniest hole
Okay.
ever. You'll see it. We'll see it in like 2 arcs. Um, but it doesn't matter because Naruto doesn't know about it, so not like he's able to use it. Um,
Nope.
the emotional crux of this fight is we finally find out why Neji's a fucking asshole. um,
Yeah. Yeah. It's because his dad died, or it's well, his dad did die, but his dad was a racist. First of all, he's like, oh, the main clan is awful. They're the worst.
right,
They're
but also I don't blame the guy. They brand the cadet branch. They actually brand them.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Bruh.
They brand them, and then
And then they can destroy their
and
mind.
they can just like use that brand to like just destroy their mind. Um, and then it's also the brand also just erases their
The
like
Byakugan.
jutsu on death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, that
Um,
is fucked up. For no
so,
reason.
damn, that is fucked up.
But they also, yeah, so one time they got into a kerfuffle with I think it was the Stone, some village, whatever. Um,
I don't know.
and then the other village asked for the head branch head, and instead of sending the leader, Neji's dad and the head branch leader are both twins, like identical. So they sacrificed Neji's dad instead.
Yep.
And that's why Neji's so upset. And he's like, you can't, fate controls everything from birth, your fate, blah, blah, blah. And then Naruto says, that's cap, bro. You're trying to go against your fate too. That's why you beat the shit out of Hinata for no reason.
Yeah. God damn, man.
um,
Um, yeah.
and then Naruto's like, I'll show you that hard work
It was kind of
passes off.
funny how Naruto's like, yeah, fate doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah,
Fate does not determine
yeah,
what you're born with doesn't determine your future. And that's rich coming from Naruto.
yeah. And he proceeds to use Nine
Who's
Tails
got
chakra.
the power of the nine-tailed fox.
the only
Who's got the power of the nine-tailed fox in him.
only reason he
Like,
won this
bro.
fight, like Neji hit him with the 8 trigram 64 palms, which is an absolutely sick technique, by the way.
And it's absolutely sick. Where he just blocks literally all his chakra, like hits all the points and
all
just
the nodes to completely like cut everything off, turn this man into us essentially. It's the super strength still.
exactly.
um,
Yeah.
and then Naruto's just like, oh, Nine Tails chakra? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I know you cut off my chakra, but Nine Tails.
But I got this other chakra.
Yeah, and then he kicks his ass. They clash. Naruto clashes with a rotation, and they both get knocked back. And Naruto's stuck in the what I'm gonna call the Yamcha hole for a little bit. But turned out that was just a clone. Naruto somehow with no chakra dug through the solid ground with just his nails.
Naruto's built, man.
And he uppercuts this man so hard that it knocks him out, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Naruto's built.
That shit was cool.
And then in order to prove that, burst is like fate isn't everything, hard work can actually persevere. Naruto says that his worst jutsu of all time was the clone jutsu.
Yep, but that's like a signature technique now.
Yeah, and then they just like, damn, that's crazy. That's a fight. It's really
Damn.
good. But also one of probably like up there as one of the better fights
Yeah,
in the
I'd say
arc.
that's like top three fights, or
Yeah.
maybe top five, four. I don't know.
What is the next match?
The next match is I'm pretty sure it's the Shikamaru fight
Right, because okay,
because
Sasuke doesn't.
Shikamaru was at
Yeah,
Shikamaru was at the end
at
of
the
the
end of the
bracket, so
bracket
he was supposed to be like the last fight of the
of the first
first
round.
the first round. So yeah, it was Naruto versus Neji, and then it was Sasuke versus Gaara, and then it was
Kankuro
Kankuro
versus Shino,
versus Shino. Yeah,
but Kankuro
uh,
withdraws. Sasuke gets
yeah.
pushed back.
Sasuke's not there, so they're like, all right.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
he's out training with Kakashi. We forgot to mention that, but Kakashi takes him to go train.
Bro, Kakashi, if it hadn't been Sasuke, bro, Kakashi would have been a terrible teacher, bro. Just auto disqualified this man.
Yeah, honestly, dude, if everybody was waiting for the Sasuke Gaara fight, which is why they got away with Sasuke not showing up on
Yeah,
time.
they're like, nah, you can't cancel this fight.
Yeah. So yeah, but then it's like, and then Shikamaru's like, damn, they expected the Sasuke Gaara and they got me. Fuck, bro.
And then Kankuro, like Shikamaru's like, damn, I hope I'm not up next. And then Kankuro drops out, and
Because
it's
of
like,
the plan to you at this point we know they're planning to take over the village.
yeah, they're planning to do something. I don't think they specifically said anything about the village. They
Yeah,
just,
something
it's like,
like an attack or something. They got their
yeah,
own mission, and so Kankuro has to withdraw in order to not ruin that plan.
yeah. Conqueror's like, no, they can't see my ability yet.
Yeah,
Even though
even though
I
most of
don't
them
think.
saw it.
Well, yeah, and then I mean, he doesn't even use it in the next, the next.
Oh, he does for
Yeah,
like 2 seconds before he gets bodied by Shino again.
I don't
Not
remember
again. He gets bodied by Shino though.
that. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah,
and
Shikamaru
then
withdrawn.
yeah, then Shikamaru
My favorite fight.
is like, fuck, I
This,
gotta fight now.
this is probably my favorite fight. Not gonna lie.
Really?
It's pretty. Or maybe I got a Shikamaru bias. I'm not gonna lie.
You definitely got a Shikamaru
Bro,
bias.
Shikamaru best character. Don't even at me right now. Also, this is one of like the first fights of Naruto that I've ever seen.
Oh, huh.
So yeah.
Huh.
I remember watching this episode back before I even like sat down to watch Naruto. I saw it on like Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
put that shit on Adult Swim or whatever.
yeah. But this fight's baller, bro. Come on.
This fight is pretty good, pretty good.
We get to see Shikamaru has the fattest brain in existence, bro.
Yeah. No, this is, bro. Shikamaru, it just got. I mean, they literally tell us that he's got literal 200 IQ.
200 IQ. He can body a JoJo character. I swear to God.
He could buddy a JoJo character.
Like just on IQ alone. And JoJo characters got an IQ, bro.
But yeah, so Shikamaru just is like, there. Temari, he's like, all right, I can't touch the shadows, right?
Right.
So I can't get close to this man because he's standing in the shadow of the arena. But then Shikamaru keeps throwing out stuff that like gets real close to hitting her.
Yeah, he extends the shadow by like drawing it, waiting for the sun to go down a little bit. Extends it a little bit. He throws his jacket out to like
Yep.
use the shadow of his jacket in the air to extend his shadow just a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, he's kind of tricky with it."
Kind of tricky.
And then she's like, "All right, time to finish this off."
And then, yeah, it turns out these were all decoys. Shikamaru actually was just.
Hold on.
It was like he was using the goddamn Naruto hole to channel the shadow through the Naruto hole out to the other side, and then got her from the Naruto hole, bro. It's like, oh.
Yeah. It's actually insane, and I don't know if I have the picture or not. I don't. Okay, the best part about this whole fight, bro, in my opinion, is at the beginning of the fight, he looks up at Naruto, and then looks at Naruto's hole, and then the fight starts.
Oh, wow. That's really funny.
Yeah, and so from the beginning, he already planned it out before the fight even started. And then he goes up
Go.
and he has her in the possession and he goes, "Yeah, I drop out. I'm done."
I'm done. I used up all my chakra.
And then he
Uh,
goes, "Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I already planned out the next 500 moves anyway, but yeah, that's too bad."
yeah. It's like, okay, man. Jesus.
Chill out, bro. And everybody's like, they were all like, "Ah, this guy, right? This fucking loser," because Naruto pushes him off into the arena.
That's lazy ass.
And then when they finish, they're like, "Okay, this man's actually big brain. He's actually like a natural born leader. Like he can plan."
Like he's the closest one to a goddamn shooting that we have here, bro. It's
Yeah.
like,
And then
um,
Sasuke finally shows up late as fuck. Come on, Sasuke.
finally shows up. I feel like it was more
Kakashi's fight.
Kakashi. Yeah, Kakashi's fault.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Sasuke
So
shows up in his worst drip so far, an all black jumpsuit.
it's not that bad.
Okay, I
Calm
just
down.
think he
Calm
looks
down.
kind of bad in it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't mind it too much. I don't
Well, and he never
mind
wears black again, so. No, I guess he wears black and bars. So I'm lying. Anyway.
it. It's funny.
And he looks sick in that series, so I'm not even gonna cap. But this fight, a fight. From the start, Gara essentially just goes into a cocoon,
Yeah,
and then Sasuke
yeah.
hits him with the what's he hit him with? The legendary move.
That Chidori?
Chidori. Guy Sensei says, yeah, Kakashi once cut lightning with the Chidori. Cut lightning.
Yeah. And they're like, everybody who heard that is like, nah, that's a bit of bullshit,
Yeah, it's
bro.
cap. No way, they're playing it up.
Yeah, they call it like the lightning spear or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or the lightning fist or something like that.
The
Just
official
because
name.
Kakashi fucking cut a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah,
It's
can
like,
we talk about how during the middle of the Chunin exams they started using the Japanese names for all the moves, as well as
yeah,
just
that
like
was
a translation.
weird.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, for the like the first arc, and then like midway through the Chunin exams, they use the English names for all
Yeah.
the
All
like
the,
Art of
all,
the Doppelganger,
Art of the
Art
Doppelganger.
of the
Even the Sharingan is a bit of an example, but they still call it the meter wheel every now and then.
yeah, they call it the Sharingan mirror wheel. They say the full thing every time.
Yeah.
And then just halfway through, they just stopped. They're just like, all right, translating these is too much work. It's just put in the Japanese title. Put in the Japanese name for it.
And they do have. I mean, Chidori makes sense. Chidori in the English is still called Chidori. To be fair.
Yeah,
And
even though it doesn't make sense in English.
no, I
Uh,
mean they explain the name is like because it makes it sounds like 1,000 birds chirping, which
mhm.
is why it's called the Chidori. Um, it's not even technically lightning to be, even though it is a lightning attack.
Yeah, it looks like lightning, but it's just a bunch of chakra.
It's just highly condensed chakra, like at the hand. Um,
Yeah, that just vibrates so fast that it's just.
yeah. But it can cut lightning, and it is classified in
It,
everything as a lightning based jutsu.
yeah.
So whatever semantics, I guess. Um, anyway, Sasuke blows a hole through the defense and this man's shoulder blade.
Yeah, it's known as the attack that can cut anything.
I think that's true, actually. you know,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything in the show that it doesn't cut through.
Damn.
It is not the strongest. I mean, there are other variants of Chidori that we will see later on as well.
That makes sense.
Double Chidori,
It's pretty.
shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty close range attack. You gotta focus all your chakra into one arm.
Um, it's still early Naruto. Power is still, relatively.
Pretty reasonable. Yeah.
But that's the end of the Chunin exams. Let's go. Yeah,
Let's go.
Because instead of finishing the fight, a Genjutsu gets set off on everybody in the stadium. We find out that the Kazekage has been dead this entire time. It's actually Orochimaru.
It's actually Orochimaru.
And he's like,
Um,
the plan to crush Konoha has begun.
yeah.
And
Got that Kabuto. Yeah, Kabuto. That's
yeah,
the Genjutsu.
goes against Jutsu on everybody and puts Hinata, heals Hinata, and then again, I don't understand his motivations at all. Like,
I don't either.
but regardless, and then we don't see him again. Like, he doesn't even help during the attack on everything.
No, he has some. I think he has some commentary during some of the fights. Um, but that's like it.
Yeah, he does nothing. But the people who don't get put to sleep are Guy, Kakashi, a bunch of Anbu Black Ops, um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then Sakura and Shikamaru. Funnily enough,
And Shikamaru, yeah.
Shikamaru releases the Genjutsu and then is like, "Ah, fuck, I don't want to deal with this," and then pretends to be asleep.
Pretends to be asleep.
Again, I will say the author is trying to give Sakura some more bonus points during this arc because she did
Mm-hmm.
free herself from this Genjutsu, and then we get to
Yeah,
see
no, Sakura's smart.
Kakashi and Guy finally be like elite Jonin because like they're top of the line Jonin, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they are built different. But this is the first time we just like they're botting like three people at once. Like they're getting jumped and they're not even getting scratches on them.
Yeah, no, it's sick. The stuff, some of the panels that they do are just is sick.
Yeah, Kakashi ices two dudes. Guy punches a guy through the stadium. Like it's really sick.
Just absolutely bodies him.
Sasuke, yeah. So Sasuke ran off after Gaara because Gaara and them had their own thing to do. Gaara and the group, and Kakashi's like, "All right, take Naruto, take Shikamaru, take my dog, and go after them." um, and that's what happened. Sakura wakes up Naruto, and Shikamaru's already up, just faking.
Yep. Yep.
We meet the dog who tracks them. And they chase after Sasuke and them.
Yeah. Yeah. They. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a filler part in this moment where when they leave, Kakashi and Guy are fighting back to back, and they're like, "Oh, time for another round. Let's see who takes out the most ninja."
Let's go.
And they're just competing. Eternal rivalry never ends. Come on.
Yep. Yep. Um, but then we start the big the big match of this arc. The Orochimaru kidnaps the Hokage.
Right, puts him in a seal. I don't know a barrier jutsu.
Yeah, big old box. um,
And
and then
Orochimaru's like, "Yeah, bro, you think I'm gonna fight you myself? You're fucking dumb."
yeah, bro, I'd get clapped. And then just he pops out. The two previous Hokage just out of their coffins. It's like, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, yeah, it's like, bro, he was gonna pop out the fourth Hokage as well, but luckily the third Hokage happened to stop Orochimaru before he got the fourth one. Honestly, if he had pulled up the fourth, it was over. It would have been a clap. I'm not even lying.
It's funny.
But we can't have the plot. There's also so much mystery behind the first Hokage right now in the manga. But somehow he still got 12 in the popularity poll, even though we've seen only 3 pictures of this man.
That was dumb.
That's so dumb. Who voted for him, bro?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who voted for him over Zabuza?
I don't know. Like, who voted for him over, like, literally anybody? He has 3 panels. 3 panels.
They're not even actually him. They're just pictures of him in the panels.
Yeah, they're literally pictures of him, and then like his statue's up on the fucking on the mountain, and that's it. That's all we know.
Yeah.
It's like okay, sure, 12th on the popularity poll.
Yeah.
above soccer even.
Yeah, but the Hokage battle's pretty sick. As far as 3 Hokages fighting each other, I think it could have been sicker, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, they don't do shit, man.
Yeah,
As like as far like I know, as far as I know, the power scale goes in Naruto, they don't do jack shit.
yeah, and like, as far as I know, knowing what happens later, like the first and second Hokage are built like they're actually insane. This could have been a way sicker fight if you wanted it to be.
It could have been, but
um,
nah.
but
They're just
nah,
gonna breathe breathe like fire, earth, water at each other for a
yeah,
bit.
and we get to the coveted wood jutsu for a second here, which is a extremely rare
Yeah,
jutsu that we don't get to
that's
see.
pretty cool.
Um, it's funny because it's a hidden leaf, but only like like very few ninja know the wood style. um, but yeah, and then the third Hokage's like, all right, I'm done playing around. I know I'm probably not gonna survive this fight. Let me pull out the Reaper on this man.
Pulls out the fucking death god, the Shinigami,
Bro, oh my
fucking
god.
jutsu,
And like, dude,
which
that
was developed by the fourth.
by the force, and he pulls out the souls of the first two Hokages, and then I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember, there's that scene where he gets Orochimaru trapped in it, and there's that scene where he's like, yeah, when somebody gets hit by this jutsu, their souls get trapped forever.
Oh
And
yeah,
all
yeah.
the Hokages, like the other Hokages that have just been sucked in by the Reaper, including the Forest, who gave up his life using the Reaper, um,
Mm.
they all their faces pop up and they start screaming. And I thought that shit was crazy, dude. This,
Brutal, man.
absolutely insane.
I mean, this was the technique that they used to seal the Nine Tails inside
Yeah.
Naruto.
Oh my. Yeah, I can't wait for you to actually see that. Like I know they said it, but seeing it is
Hmm.
another. It's a whole another thing, dude.
That makes sense.
Later on,
Makes sense.
in the flashback chapters of way far in Shippuden, like after the, I guess it's just after the pain arc Shippuden, but um,
Okay.
but yeah, and Orochimaru, we get a little Orochimaru flashback. Orochimaru was, so the three legendary ninja were all under the third Hokage in terms of team wise. Um,
Hmm.
we learn that here, and Orochimaru was the third Hokage's favorite student because he took more to him. The third Hokage being the Hokage who knows all the jutsu. um, he's also, they call him the professor is his nickname, I think, because he
Yeah, I think
studied
so.
everything. Um, and
Yep.
Orochimaru also elaborate, but the fucking demented kind.
Yeah.
And Orochimaru could have been
Yeah, no,
stopped.
like they
Yeah.
find him with like in like a room of corpses.
Oh
It's
my,
like, oh
that
god.
panel's like, some of them are like half bodies, some of them just got like twisted guts and shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's like ooh.
But the third Hokage was a little bitch and let him go.
Yep. Yep.
um, but yeah, he gets Orochimaru, and Orochimaru figured out immortality by just body jumping essentially. But the third
Hmm.
Hokage's like, I'm gonna take
Transferring
you
his
out.
body into
I'm gonna take you out
a new body.
into a body. But third Hokage's like, yeah, it's over for you, bro.
Yep.
I'm taking you out. And then he's like, the third Hokage ran out of energy before. We didn't even talk about his staff. Whatever, we can talk about it in a second. But he takes Orochimaru's hands away.
Whatever.
I think it's pretty cool because it's the Nubio. I can't. It's a Chinese word. I can't pronounce it. It's the Monkey King. Um, it's inspired by Wukong,
Mm-hmm.
and he even turns into the staff that Wukong uses in the legend, um, or if the
Yeah.
power pole if you're a Dragon Ball fan, which is pretty sick. But yeah, the Turtle Kage dies.
Yeah.
Rip the homie. Rip the father
Yep.
of
Yep.
everyone in the
Third
village.
Hokage dies. The Reaper.
Ripper cut him
Yeah.
off.
But he does manage to just disable Orochimaru.
Yeah, and he's no
Mm.
longer able to use any jutsu of any kind.
Uh.
Which that's a pretty big handicap when you're a ninja, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
um.
Pretty big handicap.
Meanwhile, all at the same time, Shikamaru. Shikamaru stayed behind to stop some Jonin. Which I was saying the possession jutsu is way better than the mind transfer because Shikamaru stops eight like Chunin level ninja. At least
Yeah.
It was just one shadow possession. And I was saying, if he was smart, listen, if Shikamaru was like cold blooded, right? I was just thinking
Mhm.
about this because they were all lined up right next to each other when he used the possession jutsu.
Yeah.
If he had pulled a kunai out of their pockets and just stabbed to the left,
Yeah. Literally all of them but one would have been gotten right there.
that would have been crazy if that happened, bro.
Yeah, that would have been. Ooh. Ooh.
He's big, but he was also out of chakra at that point because he had already like it was right after his fight, of course. So he probably couldn't like move all that much.
Mm-hmm. No.
He got
No.
saved, but he gets saved by
Let
his
alone
teacher, so he's
move
good.
for with 8 people.
Yeah, but he got saved, so he's good. Um,
Yep.
they,
Teacher bodies them all.
they catch up. Sasuke gets bodied by Gaara. Um, you know, but Shido takes out
Yep. Gara starts.
Kankura. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. And then Gara starts like
Transforming.
doing some weird
Weird
shit.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, starts transforming into a fucking demon or something. Which we've been given clues that this is a thing. Gara's like inner demon or whatever that's coming out.
Yeah. And
Um,
Naruto's been like this whole time, like, oh man, Gaara is like seems like there's something so familiar about him almost. Um, but yeah, but that Sasuke gets bodied, like, bruh, please.
yeah.
But then Naruto shows up, and Naruto's like, I gotta protect my friends, bro. I fight for my friends.
I fight for my
I
friends.
fight for my
I
friends.
don't.
But he doesn't get like a friendship boost. This is like this
Yeah.
legit Naruto popping off on this man. This fight's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot that happens here.
This fight is. Yeah, this fight I think is my favorite in this arc. In the arc. Because it's just so cool.
It's just so cool. He starts off. Naruto uses his big brain, hits him with the Naruto 2K barrage, just 2,000 clones on this man. And then he sticks a kunai up his butt.
Sick. He does. He hits him with 1,000 years of death.
Kakashi style. Let's go.
But it doesn't even pierce. So that's why he attached an explosive paper to that thing.
Yeah.
Blows half a Gara up.
And then Gaara's like, I'm done playing games with you, and goes full fucking Shukaku mode.
Yeah, he just passes. Like he's like, all right, time to sleep.
I'm just sleep. And then Naruto's like, oh shit, I gotta summon the toad. Summons Gamakichi first. Shout out to Gamakichi. Gotta mention him.
Let's go Gamakichi.
And then he's like,
Frog.
alright, for real this time. Gamabunta. And he summons Gamabunta. And like, bro, like, I'm so glad he summoned Gamabunta.
Mhm.
Because he could have just easily, like, if the author wanted to, he could have had the Ninth House come out here, legitly. And had a battle of tails, beasts. But instead we got to see Gamabunta pop off. Like, Gamabunta is out here bodying a fucking a tail beast, man.
Gamabunta, man. Gamabunta's out here.
Yeah, first he didn't even want to fight, but then Gamakichi's like, that guy picked on me. And he's like, oh
Yeah,
God?
Gamabunta's like, why would I fight this beast for you? For you, little brat. And I'm like, and he's like, and then Gamakichi's like, nah, he bullied me.
Oh,
Go
God?
get him, Pops.
Oh God, he's dead.
Like, all right, I'll kick his ass.
Naruto, help me out. I'm gonna beat his ass. And then he does.
And then he does, bro.
And then he does.
It's a sick fight.
A kaiju fight. We get a kaiju fight.
A kaiju fight in Naruto. And I'm like, yo,
Pop
that's sick.
off. And then we do get a little bit of the Nine Tails because Naruto uses the transformation jutsu in order to, because Gamabunta wants to pin him down, but he doesn't have anything to grab onto this man because he's just a toad.
Yeah, he got big ol' flat hands.
And then he's just like, I need something with claws, and Naruto's like, I don't know.
I don't know this.
Fox, and he's like, it works. And then he headbutts Gaara awake. And then knocks Gaara out of the Shikaku. And then, he deforms. Then the Gamabunta's like, alright, I'm gonna head out.
No, I'm gonna head out. And then Naruto bodies Gaara.
Bodies Gaara. And they're both completely out of energy. And meanwhile, Naruto's like, I fight for my friends with his chin. dragging himself towards Gara.
Like, damn.
And he's like, Gara, you're just like me, I know. We've got the same past. I know pain, but I had somebody who loved me.
And then we get Gara's
We
backstory,
got a
dude.
little bit earlier, but I, it's, I'm glad we saved it till now, because man, Gara's backstory, bro. And I
So
really,
sad.
I really love what they do, because even Naruto, like, I like the growth on Naruto here, too, right? Because he
Mm-hmm.
related to Haku, because Haku had a very similar of being isolated, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this time, but he was hesitant to kill Haku. But this time, he knew Gaara was just like him. But he knew this time, he had to take out Gaara if he wanted to save his friends. And I think good that
Mm-hmm.
gross Naruto, man, please.
That is growth. That is growth.
But yeah,
Um.
the Gaara back flashback, bro. God damn.
Yeah, everybody fucking hates Gara, obviously, because he's got a, you know, he's a failed experiment, failed weapon. He's really unstable, kind of
Yeah,
really like kills people regularly on accident.
yeah. He doesn't
Um,
want to.
no, he doesn't
And
want
he's
to. He
actually
just,
like a
he's
genuinely sweet kid, but his sand like auto protects him too, so that doesn't help.
yeah, yeah. His sand auto protects him, and then, if he falls asleep, the divine beast, the beast takes over.
Yeah.
What the hell is the divine beast? That's Zelda.
Yeah,
Okay.
the official name is Jinchuriki.
Okay.
Or you can call them
Yeah.
a tail beast if you want. We technically this stuff is not something we know about until Shippuden,
Mm.
because I don't think
Yeah, no, they just call him the sand spirit
the
or whatever.
Sanskrit. I don't think he knew he was gonna have so many.
Nah, probably not.
um, but regardless, yeah. So then, but then Gara's like okay, decently okay, because he has his mom's sister who takes care of him.
Mhm.
And she's like, yeah, you know what love is, love is, that. And he's like, I don't. Gara doesn't know pain because he's never been hurt. Alright.
Yep.
And then she's like, oh, but you're hurting in your heart. And he's like, you know what? I am hurting in my heart.
Yep,
And
that's me.
she's like, yeah, but love can heal that wound. And he's like, oh, that's crazy. And he tries to be nice to the people he hurt, but everybody shuts him out.
Mhm.
And then when he's just in the nighttime, he gets attacked by a ninja, an assassination attempt on his life.
Yep, and he just bodies the ninja
Yeah,
because he's Gara.
he's Gara, obviously. And he's like, man, why do they keep attacking me? And he checks who it is, bro. Bro, I got really, like, this backstory made me genuinely sad, bro. I feel so bad for
Yeah,
this
no,
man.
me too. I'm like, damn.
It's like,
'Cause
bro,
I really like Gara.
it, bro. Actually, you know what?
Mhm.
This actually kind of reflects the first chapter because Gaara's a foil to Naruto, pretty obvious.
Mhm.
Kind of reflects the first chapter too, because Iruka genuinely cares about Naruto in front of him, and when Naruto thinks he's not looking, when Iruka didn't even know Naruto was paying attention, Iruka still said, "Yeah, I love that kid." But she goes
Yeah.
Gaara, who were somebody who pretends to love him, and then they actually hate him, bro. Okay, you know what? I'm actually liking this a lot more now that I put that out there.
It's sick, man. It's sick. But yeah, it's his mother, or
His
it's his
mother's sister.
aunt, who's true to his hired.
Heard by the
Yeah, his mother's
Hokage,
sister,
the Kazekage.
who tried.
Yeah.
Yep. Who was hired to kill him.
Mm.
And she's like, I didn't have to take it. I could have just not taken it. He's like, but I fucking hate
Yeah,
you.
but I genuinely
And
hate you. I tried liking you, but I couldn't. And
I
I was like, bro, he was such a sweet
like,
kid. Like, I can't believe she didn't like. I mean, I get it because her sister died giving birth to him.
yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, your mother didn't even like you. She brought you into this world to spite the world. And
Oh
bro,
my
Gaara's
god, bro.
6, bro. Leave him, please, bro. He needs help, bro.
I know. Let this child be.
And this is where Gaara truly snaps as like an individual, like, and
Yeah.
we find out that
I mean,
the kanji on his head, right?
yeah.
He scarred that into his body.
Yeah. He did that. He did that to himself. It's just like, the only person whoever he thought ever loved him died. Like he killed first of all, and then as they were dying, they're like, "Nah, I never loved you in the first place. No one ever loved you. You're
You're
beyond
garbage.
love."
You're a monster. You're not human, bitch. And then she blows herself
Yeah.
up and tries to take him out with her.
Tries to take him out. It's like, oh my god.
And then I'm like, oh man. And then yeah, we come back. Naruto's like, I'll kill you, but then they're like, Tamari and Kankuro step in to protect him. And then he's
Yeah.
got that moment of like, wait a second, do these guys actually like me?
It's like, wait, do I have friends?
Do I got friends? Then you know what? To be fair, they there are points where they're like, man, I don't like hanging out with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like they generally probably are the only people who actually cared about him.
Yeah, like they're genuinely the only people that stick close to him and be like, ah, shit, he's going into that form.
Yeah,
He's
they
like
try to
he's.
stop him from killing,
Mm,
and there are points where they don't have to. Like, and then they try to appeal to they like they call each other siblings. I don't think they're actually siblings. Um,
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but yeah. But then they're like, all right, and they take Gaara, and Gaara's like, yeah, it's over, bro. We lost. And then Sasuke's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, meanwhile, Sasuke's been awake this whole time. He did get bodied, but he's been up this whole time.
Yeah.
Bro, Sasuke's mind when he saw a kaiju battle in front of him, bro.
He was like,
Bro,
what's going on?
bro, I thought I was stronger than Naruto. What happened? um, but yeah, that's how the arc ends. I mean, the arc technically ends with the Jodo Kage's funeral, which
Mm-hmm.
big sad. Actually, this scene, I will give this scene props in the anime. This scene is devastating in the anime, bro. They played the
Oh,
sad
yeah.
track. It's raining the whole
No.
time.
Ah, shit.
The whole village gets. Yeah, it's pretty sad in the anime. In the manga, I feel like it happened just too quickly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't
Yeah.
even take up the full chapter.
No, it really doesn't. Um. Yeah, it's sad though. It is very sad.
It is very sad. And we end the arc off with somebody, a certain Sharingan user showing up at the village. Um,
Yeah, that was weird. Pretty quick. It
I
felt to me.
I thought we were gonna have
Oh.
way more. Like the spacing in between this is like ridiculous. It's like what the funeral, and then he shows up.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And also we get Jiraiya being like, I don't want to be the next Hokage. I'm gonna go look for Tsunade. And that's what the
Yeah, I'm gonna
next
go look
arc
for
is
the
gonna
other
be.
the other
legendary
sage.
tree. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the Chunin exams plus Konoha Crush.
Mm-hmm.
This is when Naruto
Fun
starts to
fact.
pop off. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Fun fact. The first chapter of this arc, of the Konoha Crush came out 2 days after I was born.
What?
That's
Wait, really?
Yep.
Wait,
the 8th of April 2002.
bro. Oh, now I gotta look at the chapter.
Chapter 116.
Wait, hold on. Now I gotta look at the list of chapters. Hold on. wait, what birthday came out? What about my birthday? Hold on.
What are you again?
June 2000, June 11th.
June 11th. The Final Seal, chapter 123, came out a day before.
Hey, let's go,
That's
bro.
crazy that this arc is that old.
It's so good.
It really is so good.
To be fair, it does where it's he has stated that he was inspired a bit by Hunter x Hunter in terms of Hunter exams, cheating exams.
Yeah,
but I'll take
yeah,
the
for
cheating
sure.
exams any day of the week, bro. Come on. Hunter exams are pretty good. Hunter exams are pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like they both got their strengths. They both got their
Yeah,
strengths.
they do.
They're complete. They're completely different. In all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, base is kind of similar. Young
Yeah.
kid taking on an exam to pass, become a higher level ninja. Whatever. Yeah. This arc is amazing. I love Naruto, guys. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, this arc was actually really good.
I can name all the side characters. Get on my level.
You can. That's not something I can do yet. We'll see. We'll see in a little bit. We'll see. Well, in a few videos, we'll see if I can. But as right now, no.
Next week we are covering the search for the 5th Hokage arc.
Let's go.
And this arc is kind of short in comparison. This was a 100-chapter arc that we just read. The next arc we're reading is only like 40 chapters. So
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the short arc. This was a lot to cover.
Won't be that bad. I actually really like this next arc as well. But I also like Naruto, so no surprises there. Yeah, I hope. And you got anything else you want to say before we end it?
No. Other than some general thoughts on Naruto, I feel like wouldn't be, wouldn't be appropriate right now. But
all right. Well, next time on Two Boys Suck Naruto's.
Right. That's the title.
Jiraiya gets freaky. I was gonna end it with like a fucking next time on Dragon Ball Z, but
a cliffhanger.
Next time on Two Boys Suck Naruto's, we'll cool like Naruto. Will Juan stop hyping the show up?
I'm dropping this show next. I'm dropping this manga right now. I'm not reading another chapter.
Will Naruto surpass One Piece for Cole in the next in this next arc alone?
Probably not.
Find out next time on Two Boys Suck Naruto's. Let's go.